The neuron, cell structure, function, and concepts. Neurons, also referred to as nerve cells, are essentially the building blocks of the brain. Although they typically share the same structural features, organization, and biochemical apparatus as other cells, the neuron has a unique, specialized feature that makes the brain function. It is believed that the brain contains as many neurons as the galaxy contains stars. Neurons are highly specialized and can vary in different parts of the body. However, they all share the same three things in common. They are some of the longest living cells in the body. They are irreplaceable. Most neurons are amitotic, which means they are unable to divide, and they have a high metabolic rate. But what exactly is a neuron? Majority of nerve cells are characterized by three distinct regions: the cell body, also called the soma, the dendrites, and the axon. Like most other cell bodies, the soma contains the nucleus, as well as other organelles, such as DNA, mitochondria, ribosomes, and such. The dendrites receive information from other neurons over a number of short fibers. The axon then transmits nerve impulses over a single long fiber from the cell body to the cellular extremities. Most axons are protected by a layer of myelin sheath. The function of neurons includes sensory input, integration, and motor output. In complex organisms, there are three main types of neurons that perform this function. Firstly, sensory neurons transmit impulses from receptor cells towards the CNS. Most sensory neurons are unipolar. This information is then passed along to the motor neurons, which carry out that information away from the CNS and out to muscles and glands. Interneurons, or association neurons, simply pass impulses from one neuron to another. Cell communication generally involves the sending of chemical messengers from one neuron to another. Once activated, a cell neuron action potential will shoot an electrical impulse through terminal branches of the axon towards the neighboring neurons. The contact point between the two neurons is called a synapse. When an action potential reaches the presynaptic terminal, it activates the voltage-gated calcium channels to open and release calcium ions into the neuron's cytoplasm. The high concentration of calcium ions causes the synaptic vesicle to fuse with the cell membrane and purge neurotransmitters. These chemical couriers then bind to the receptor sites on the postsynaptic neuron, ultimately sending this information across one neuron to another, and so on.